In the hustle and bustle of life, have you ever felt like you're carrying a load that's just too heavy? Well, what if I told you there's a way to lighten that load, to find peace amidst the chaos? Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel the secrets of the universe, one thread at a time. Today, we're diving into the transformative power of letting go. Think about it. How often do we cling to things, people, or ideas that no longer serve us? It's like holding on to a hot coal and expecting it not to burn. But what if we could release that grip, free ourselves from unnecessary burdens, and open ourselves to a world of possibilities? Imagine a river flowing effortlessly, unencumbered by obstacles. That's the essence of letting go. It's about allowing life to unfold naturally, without resistance. And here's the thing, it's not about giving up or being passive. It's about surrendering to the flow, trusting in the process, and embracing the beauty of the present moment. But why is letting go so hard? It's because we're wired to seek comfort and security. We hold onto familiar patterns, even if they no longer serve us. But what if I told you that true freedom lies in letting go of the familiar, in stepping into the unknown with courage and grace? Buddhism teaches us the art of non-attachment, the wisdom of letting go. It's about recognizing that everything is impermanent, the good, the bad, and everything in between. And when we cling to things, we only invite suffering into our lives. But when we release that grip, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities of the universe. So, how do we cultivate the power of letting go? It starts with awareness, observing our thoughts, emotions, and attachments without judgment. It's about practicing mindfulness, being fully present in each moment, and allowing things to come and go without getting caught up in them. But letting go isn't just about releasing physical possessions. It's also about letting go of ego, the need to control, to be right, to hold on to our identities. It's about surrendering to the greater flow of life, trusting that everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it in the moment. And here's the beautiful paradox. The more we let go, the more we gain. By releasing our attachments, we create space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new growth. It's like cleaning out a cluttered closet to make room for something truly valuable. So, are you ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery? Are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the infinite possibilities of the universe? If so, join us on this adventure as we explore the power of letting go. And remember, our goal is simple, to reach 100 likes on this video. Not for vanity, but to spread the message of wisdom and compassion to as many people as possible. So, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and together, let's weave a tapestry of enlightenment and transformation. Lesson 1: Understanding attachment. Do you ever find yourself holding on tightly to things, people, or ideas, even when deep down you know it might be better to let go? It's a common human experience, and it's rooted in something called attachment. Imagine holding a balloon string tightly in your hand. The balloon represents what you desire, whether it's a relationship, a possession, or a certain outcome. But that tight grip can sometimes cause the balloon to pop, leaving us feeling disappointed or even heartbroken. Attachment is like that tight grip. It's the emotional bond we form with things we believe bring us happiness or security. But here's the twist. Attachment doesn't always lead to lasting fulfillment. In fact, it can often bring suffering when things don't go as planned. Think about a time when you couldn't let go of a past mistake, a lost love, or an unfulfilled dream. Did holding on tightly make you feel better, or did it intensify your pain? Buddhism offers profound insights into the nature of attachment. According to Buddhist teachings, attachment arises from our deeply ingrained desire for permanence in an ever-changing world. We cling to what we perceive as sources of happiness, unaware that this very attachment can be the cause of our suffering. But here's the good news. By understanding attachment, we can start to loosen its grip on our lives and find a greater sense of peace and freedom. Imagine a river flowing steadily downstream. Now, picture yourself trying to grasp onto the water, to hold it still. It's impossible, isn't it? The same goes for life. Change is the only constant, and trying to hold onto fleeting moments or possessions only leads to frustration. Buddhism teaches us to flow with the river of life, to embrace its currents and let go of our need to control its course. Attachment can manifest in various forms, from our relationships with people to our material possessions. Have you ever felt a pang of jealousy when a friend succeeds, or experienced anxiety when faced with uncertainty? These are all signs of attachment at play. But by recognizing these feelings and understanding their root cause, we can begin to release their hold on us. Think about the last time you upgraded your phone or bought a new gadget. Initially, it may have brought excitement and satisfaction, but over time, that newness fades, and we find ourselves longing for the next big thing. This cycle of craving and dissatisfaction is a hallmark of attachment. Buddhism teaches us to break free from this cycle by cultivating contentment and gratitude for what we already have. Attachment is like carrying a heavy burden on our shoulders, weighing us down and preventing us from moving forward. But imagine what it would feel like to release that burden, to feel light and free once again. That's the power of letting go. By loosening our grip on attachment, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and renewal. In the next part of this series, we'll delve deeper into the Buddhist perspective on letting go and explore practical strategies for cultivating a more detached mindset. So stay tuned, and together, let's unlock the transformative power of letting go. Lesson 2: The Buddhist perspective on letting go. In the vast ocean of Buddhist teachings, one concept stands out like a shining beacon: the power of letting go. But what does it really mean to let go, and why is it so important? Imagine carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks on a long journey. Each rock represents a worry, a grudge, or a desire. The weight slows you down, making the journey difficult and exhausting. Now, picture yourself unloading each rock, one by one, until your backpack is light as a feather. This is the essence of letting go. In Buddhism, letting go is not just a suggestion. It's a fundamental principle for finding peace and happiness. The Buddha himself emphasized the importance of releasing attachment to worldly things. But what exactly are we letting go of? It's not just material possessions, but also our attachment to ideas, relationships, and even our sense of self. These attachments bind us to suffering, preventing us from experiencing true freedom. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or becoming indifferent. Instead, it's about releasing our grip on things that are beyond our control. It's about surrendering to the natural flow of life, trusting that everything happens for a reason. When we let go of our need to control outcomes, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities. One of the most powerful teachings on letting go comes from the concept of impermanence. Everything in the universe is constantly changing, flowing like a river. When we cling to things as if they were permanent, we set ourselves up for disappointment and heartache. But when we embrace the impermanent nature of existence, we can find peace amidst the chaos. Letting go is not always easy. It requires courage, patience, and self-awareness. It means facing our fears and insecurities head-on, and releasing them with compassion and understanding. But the rewards are immense. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we make space for growth, transformation, and inner peace. The practice of letting go is deeply rooted in mindfulness. By bringing awareness to our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, we can observe them without judgment or attachment. We can acknowledge their presence and then let them go, like clouds passing through the sky. This allows us to cultivate a sense of spaciousness and freedom within ourselves. Letting go also involves forgiveness, both of others and ourselves. Holding on to resentment and anger only poisons our own hearts. By forgiving those who have wronged us, we release ourselves from the burden of bitterness. And by forgiving ourselves for our own mistakes, we pave the way for healing and self-love. In essence, letting go is an act of self-love and liberation. It's about releasing the past and embracing the present moment with open arms. It's about surrendering to the natural rhythms of life and trusting in the wisdom of the universe. So, I invite you to explore the power of letting go in your own life. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a courageous spirit, and watch as miracles unfold before your eyes. Lesson 3: Embracing Impermanence. In the grand tapestry of life, change is the only constant. Imagine a flowing river, always moving, never static. Just like the river, life is in a perpetual state of flux, ever-changing and evolving. This concept lies at the heart of impermanence, a fundamental principle in Buddhism that teaches us to embrace the fleeting nature of existence. Consider the seasons, each one giving way to the next in an eternal cycle of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. From the vibrant colors of spring to the serene blanket of snow in winter, nature reminds us of the transience of all things. Yet, within this impermanence lies a profound beauty, a reminder to cherish each moment and savor the richness of life. Think about a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, its transformation symbolizing the constant process of growth and renewal. Just as the butterfly must let go of its former self to embrace its new form, so too must we learn to release our attachments to the past and embrace the present moment. But impermanence isn't just about change, it's also about liberation. When we cling to things, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or even our own identities, we create suffering for ourselves. Like trying to grasp a handful of sand, the harder we hold on, the more slips through our fingers. Imagine holding onto a balloon filled with helium. As long as we cling to it tightly, afraid to let go, we remain tethered to the ground. But once we release our grip and allow the balloon to soar into the sky, we experience a sense of freedom and lightness. Embracing impermanence means letting go of our attachments and surrendering to the natural flow of life. It's about relinquishing control and learning to trust in the universe. Just as a leaf falls from a tree when its time has come, so too must we learn to gracefully release that which no longer serves us. But letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means making space for new possibilities to unfold. Like pruning a tree to encourage new growth, releasing our attachments allows us to create room for fresh opportunities and experiences. Think about a seed planted in the earth, patiently waiting for the right conditions to sprout and grow. In the same way, when we let go of our preconceived notions and expectations, we open ourselves up to the infinite potential of the present moment. Ultimately, embracing impermanence is a journey, a process of continual letting go and surrender. It's about learning to dance with the rhythm of life, embracing its ebbs and flows with grace and acceptance. So, as you embark on your own path of self-discovery and growth, remember the wisdom of impermanence. Embrace each moment as it arises, knowing that nothing lasts forever. By cultivating a spirit of openness and detachment, you can find true freedom and peace in the ever-changing dance of existence. Lesson 4: The practice of non-attachment. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to acquire more, achieve more, and be more, the idea of non-attachment might seem counterintuitive. But what if letting go is the key to true freedom and happiness? Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with all your worries, fears, and desires. It's exhausting, isn't it? Non-attachment is like unloading that backpack, one item at a time, until you're walking through life with ease and lightness. Think about a time when you held on to something tightly, whether it was a possession, a relationship, or a belief. Did it bring you lasting satisfaction, or did it eventually lead to disappointment and frustration? Non-attachment teaches us to hold things lightly, to appreciate them without clinging to them for our sense of worth or identity. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root cause of suffering. When we cling to things, whether material possessions, relationships, or even our own thoughts, we set ourselves up for disappointment when those things inevitably change or slip away. Non-attachment doesn't mean we can't enjoy life or have meaningful relationships. Instead, it's about finding a balance between appreciating what we have in the present moment and recognizing that nothing lasts forever. Consider the impermanence of life itself. Everything is constantly in flux. The seasons change, relationships evolve, and our own bodies age. Non-attachment invites us to embrace this impermanence rather than resisting it. Practice letting go of small attachments in your daily life. Maybe it's decluttering your living space, forgiving someone who has wronged you, or releasing expectations about how things should be. Each act of letting go strengthens our ability to navigate life's inevitable changes with grace and resilience. Non-attachment isn't about detachment or indifference. It's about approaching life with an open heart and a flexible mind, knowing that we can fully engage with the world while also letting go when necessary. As we cultivate non-attachment, we become less reactive to the ups and downs of life. Instead of being tossed around by every wave of emotion or circumstance, we learn to ride the waves with a sense of inner peace and stability. Imagine the freedom of no longer being bound by the relentless pursuit of external validation or the fear of losing what we hold dear. Non-attachment liberates us from the chains of craving and aversion, allowing us to experience true contentment in the present moment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or resigning ourselves to a passive existence. It's an active process of surrendering control and trusting in the natural flow of life. When we release our attachment to outcomes, we open ourselves up to infinite possibilities. Instead of clinging to a specific vision of how things should unfold, we allow life to surprise us with its beauty and mystery. Non-attachment isn't something we achieve overnight. It's a lifelong journey of self-discovery and inner transformation. But with each step we take towards letting go, we move closer to experiencing the profound peace and joy that arise from living with an open heart and an unburdened mind. So, I invite you to explore the practice of non-attachment in your own life. Notice where you're holding on too tightly and see if you can loosen your grip just a little bit. You might be surprised by how much lighter and freer you feel as a result. Remember, true happiness isn't found in the accumulation of things or the attainment of goals. It's found in the simple act of letting go and embracing the beauty of this moment, just as it is. Lesson 5: Letting Go of Ego. In the journey of life, there's a powerful force that often holds us back: our ego. Picture it as a little voice inside us, always whispering about how important we are, how right we are, and how others should see us. But what if I told you that this voice could be the very thing keeping you from true happiness and freedom? Welcome to part 6 of our exploration on the power of letting go, where we dive deep into the realm of the ego. Think about a time when you couldn't let go of an argument, even though deep down you knew it wasn't worth it. That's the ego at play, fiercely guarding its territory, afraid of being wrong or vulnerable. But what if we could loosen its grip, allowing us to experience life with more ease and joy? That's where the magic of letting go comes in. Imagine a bird trapped in a cage, its wings fluttering against the bars, desperate for freedom. Our ego is like that cage, confining us to limited perspectives and stifling our growth. But when we learn to let go of our need to be right or in control, we open the door to boundless possibilities. Letting go of ego doesn't mean denying our individuality or worth. Instead, it's about recognizing that we're part of something greater than ourselves, a vast interconnected web of life. When we dissolve the barriers of ego, we can truly connect with others in a deeper, more meaningful way. But how do we start this journey of ego dissolution? It begins with awareness, noticing when the ego rears its head and gently guiding it back to the present moment. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths or practicing mindfulness meditation. As we become more attuned to the workings of our ego, we may start to notice patterns: the need for approval, the fear of failure, the craving for superiority. These patterns have been ingrained in us for years, but they are not who we truly are. By shining the light of awareness on them, we can begin to loosen their grip. Letting go of ego also involves cultivating humility, the willingness to admit when we're wrong, to learn from our mistakes, and to celebrate the successes of others. It's about realizing that true strength lies not in domination, but in vulnerability and authenticity. But perhaps the most profound aspect of letting go of ego is the sense of liberation it brings. Imagine shedding the heavy armor of self-importance, stepping out into the world with lightness and grace. That's the gift of ego transcendence, a life lived with open-heartedness and compassion. So, as we embark on this journey of letting go, let's remember that the path may not always be easy. There will be moments of resistance, of discomfort, of uncertainty. But with each step we take, we move closer to the freedom that awaits us on the other side. Join us in the next part of our series as we explore the practice of cultivating equanimity, the steady heart amidst life's ups and downs. Until then, may you find the courage to loosen the grip of ego and embrace the vast expanse of possibility that lies beyond. Lesson 6: Cultivating Equanimity. In the bustling journey of life, there's a profound art to staying balanced amidst the chaos. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven. Today, we're delving into the serene realm of cultivating equanimity, a practice that can transform how we navigate the ups and downs of existence. Imagine standing at the edge of a turbulent river. The currents swirl and eddy, yet you remain steadfast, rooted in tranquility. Equanimity is akin to this unwavering presence, where neither joy nor sorrow can sway your inner peace. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by emotions, tossed about like a ship in a storm? Equanimity offers a sanctuary, a stillness within the tempest. It empowers you to observe your feelings without becoming entangled in their tumultuous dance. In a world rife with uncertainty, cultivating equanimity is akin to donning a suit of armor against life's arrows. It doesn't mean suppressing emotions or denying their validity. Rather, it's about embracing them with gentle acceptance. Picture a majestic oak tree, its branches swaying gracefully in the wind. Equanimity grants you this flexibility, allowing you to bend without breaking when faced with adversity. It's the essence of resilience, the art of bouncing back stronger after every fall. Just as a skilled gardener tends to their plants with care, equanimity invites us to nurture our inner garden of thoughts and emotions. Through mindfulness and compassion, we can cultivate a fertile ground where peace and balance flourish. Think of equanimity as a shield against the slings and arrows of judgment and criticism. By embracing all facets of life with impartiality, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of preference and aversion. In the tapestry of existence, equanimity weaves a golden thread of harmony, connecting us to the rhythm of the universe. It's a reminder that every moment, whether joyful or sorrowful, is a precious gift to be cherished. Imagine a serene lake, its surface reflecting the beauty of the surrounding landscape. Equanimity mirrors this tranquil clarity, allowing us to see things as they are, without distortion or bias. In the crucible of equanimity, conflicts dissolve like morning mist, revealing the inherent interconnectedness of all beings. It fosters a sense of unity and compassion, transcending the boundaries of self and other. As we journey deeper into the heart of equanimity, we discover a boundless reservoir of inner peace that remains untouched by the ebb and flow of external circumstances. It's a sanctuary we carry within us, wherever we go. Like a skilled tightrope walker, equanimity empowers us to tread the delicate balance between action and non-action, responding to life's challenges with grace and wisdom. It's the art of flowing with the river of existence, rather than against it. In the symphony of life, equanimity is the conductor's baton, guiding us through the ever-changing rhythms of joy and sorrow. It reminds us that amidst the cacophony of experiences, there exists a silent melody of equanimity that resonates within us all. So, dear viewers, as we embark on this journey of cultivating equanimity, let us embrace each moment with open arms, knowing that within the depths of our being lies the boundless ocean of serenity. Join us in the next part as we explore the transformative power of mindfulness and letting go. Stay tuned. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more enriching insights on the path to inner peace. Lesson 7: Mindfulness and Letting Go. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. We often find ourselves clinging to the past or worrying about the future, unable to fully experience the present moment. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle of suffering? What if we could find peace and contentment right here, right now? Imagine a moment of complete stillness, where the mind is clear and calm like a tranquil lake. This is the power of mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity. It's about fully immersing ourselves in the richness of our experience, without judgment or attachment. But mindfulness is more than just a fleeting moment of tranquility. It's a way of life. By cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to let go of the incessant chatter of the mind and connect deeply with ourselves and the world around us. Picture yourself sitting in a quiet room, focusing on the sensation of your breath as it flows in and out of your body. With each inhale and exhale, you become more grounded and centered, letting go of distractions and worries. This simple act of mindful breathing can bring a sense of peace and clarity that transcends the chaos of daily life. But mindfulness isn't limited to formal meditation practice. It can be woven into every aspect of our lives. Whether we're eating, walking, or talking to a friend, we can bring awareness to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment. This allows us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting out of habit or fear. As we deepen our mindfulness practice, we begin to see that all things, both pleasant and unpleasant, are impermanent. This realization helps us to let go of our attachment to fleeting experiences and cultivate a sense of equanimity. We learn to ride the waves of life with grace and acceptance, knowing that everything is constantly changing. But mindfulness isn't about escaping from reality. It's about fully embracing it. It's about waking up to the beauty and wonder of each moment, no matter how ordinary or mundane. When we approach life with mindfulness, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all things and recognize our place in the vast tapestry of existence. So, I invite you to join me on this journey of mindfulness and letting go. Together, let's explore the transformative power of presence and discover the joy and freedom that comes from living mindfully. Let's learn to let go of the past and future and embrace the richness of the here and now. Are you ready to embark on this adventure with me? Let's dive in and explore the boundless possibilities that await us on the path of mindfulness. Lesson 8: Compassion and Detachment. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves entangled in the web of our emotions, clinging tightly to our desires and fears. But amidst this chaos, there exists a profound path to liberation, one paved with the beautiful qualities of compassion and detachment. Imagine a river flowing gently, its waters embracing everything in its path with grace and ease. Similarly, compassion is like the gentle flow of the river, encompassing all beings with love and understanding. It is the recognition of our shared humanity, the willingness to alleviate the suffering of others as if it were our own. Detachment, on the other hand, is not about indifference or coldness. It is about stepping back from the turmoil of our own minds, loosening the grip of attachment that binds us to the fleeting pleasures and pains of this world. It is the art of finding inner peace amidst the chaos, of seeing things as they are without being swept away by our desires. In the teachings of Buddhism, compassion and detachment are like two wings of a bird, essential for the flight towards enlightenment. Compassion opens our hearts to the suffering of others, while detachment frees us from the chains of selfishness and ego. When we cultivate compassion, we cultivate the seeds of kindness and empathy within ourselves. We learn to see beyond the surface, to recognize the interconnectedness of all beings. And in doing so, we realize that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of our own desires, but in the joy of serving others. Detachment, meanwhile, allows us to navigate the ups and downs of life with equanimity. It teaches us to let go of our attachment to outcomes, to accept the impermanence of all things. And in this acceptance, we find a deep sense of peace that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the world. But perhaps the most profound aspect of compassion and detachment is their transformative power. When we approach life with an open heart and a clear mind, we become agents of change in the world. Our actions are no longer driven by selfish desires, but by a genuine desire to alleviate the suffering of others. In every act of kindness, in every moment of letting go, we inch closer to the ultimate truth, that we are all interconnected, that our happiness is bound up with the happiness of others. And it is through the practice of compassion and detachment that we unlock the door to true freedom and lasting peace. So as you journey through life, remember the power of compassion and detachment. Let them be your guiding lights, illuminating the path towards a life of meaning and purpose. And may you find, in the depths of your own heart, the boundless love and wisdom that lie at the core of your being. Lesson 9: Healing through Release. Have you ever noticed how a clenched fist can't catch anything new? It's a simple truth we often overlook. Holding on too tightly leaves no room for growth. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we explore the power of letting go. Today, we're diving into the transformative journey of healing through release. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each stone represents a past hurt, a regret, or a grudge. As you walk through life, the weight grows heavier, burdening your spirit and draining your energy. But what if you could empty that backpack one rock at a time? What if you could lighten your load and walk freely once more? Healing through release is about unburdening ourselves from the weight of the past. It's about acknowledging our pain, honoring it, and then letting it go. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, we too can experience a profound transformation when we release what no longer serves us. But how do we begin this journey of healing? It starts with forgiveness. Forgiving others for the wrongs they've done and forgiving ourselves for our own mistakes. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning hurtful actions. It means choosing to no longer let them control our lives. Next, we must practice self-compassion. We're often our harshest critics, replaying past failures and shortcomings in our minds. But what if we treated ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we offer to our loved ones? Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our humanity, embrace our flaws, and nurture our inner wounds with gentleness and care. As we embark on this journey of healing, it's essential to surround ourselves with supportive and loving communities. We don't have to walk this path alone. Seeking guidance from trusted friends, family, or spiritual mentors can provide invaluable support and encouragement along the way. Remember, healing is not a linear process. Some days we may feel like we're making great strides, while other days we may stumble and fall. And that's okay. Healing is messy and nonlinear, but every step we take brings us closer to wholeness. In the end, the journey of healing through release is a courageous act of self-love. It's about reclaiming our power, honoring our truth, and embracing the fullness of who we are. So, let go of what weighs you down, dear friend, and step into the lightness of being. The world is waiting for you to spread your wings and soar. Lesson 10: Finding Freedom in Surrender. Have you ever felt like life is an endless struggle? Like no matter how hard you try, things just don't seem to go your way? Well, what if I told you that there's a way to find freedom in surrender? Yes, you heard it right. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control everything and trusting in the natural flow of life. Think about it this way. When you tightly grasp onto something, your hands are clenched, and you're unable to receive anything new. But when you open your palms and let go, you create space for new opportunities and blessings to come into your life. Surrendering is like releasing a heavy burden from your shoulders and allowing yourself to breathe freely again. In the Buddhist teachings, surrender is deeply intertwined with the concept of non-attachment. It's about relinquishing our attachment to outcomes and accepting things as they are. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. Rather, it's about responding to life with clarity and wisdom, rather than reacting out of fear or desire. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly downstream. It doesn't resist the obstacles in its path. Instead, it gracefully navigates around them. Similarly, when we surrender, We flow with the currents of life, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This doesn't mean we become complacent. Rather, it's about acting with intention while remaining unattached to the results. Surrendering is also about letting go of the illusion of control. We often cling to the belief that if we just try harder or plan better, we can dictate the outcomes of our lives. But the truth is, there are forces at play far beyond our comprehension. Surrendering means surrendering to these forces, trusting that they have our best interests at heart. But perhaps the most profound aspect of surrender is the sense of peace and liberation it brings. When we stop resisting and fighting against life, we enter into a state of profound acceptance and surrender. It's like coming home to ourselves, reconnecting with our true essence beyond the limitations of the ego. So, how can we cultivate surrender in our lives? It starts with letting go of our attachment to control and embracing the uncertainty of the unknown. It means practicing mindfulness and staying present in each moment, rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Surrendering also involves cultivating trust in ourselves and the universe. It's about believing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. And perhaps most importantly, surrendering requires courage. The courage to let go of what no longer serves us and embrace the unknown with an open heart. In conclusion, finding freedom in surrender is not about giving up. It's about letting go of the need to control and trusting in the inherent wisdom of life. It's about flowing with the currents of existence, rather than fighting against them. So, I invite you to take a deep breath, relax your grip, and surrender to the magic of life. Conclusion. In the grand tapestry of life, the art of letting go emerges as a profound masterpiece. As we reach the conclusion of this journey, it's crucial to reflect on the transformative power that lies within the simple act of release. Imagine holding onto a heavy backpack filled with worries, fears, and regrets. With each step, the burden grows heavier, weighing down our spirit and dimming our light. But what if, in a moment of clarity, we choose to unzip that backpack and let go of its contents? Suddenly, we feel lighter, freer, and more alive than ever before. Letting go is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to our strength and resilience. It's a courageous acknowledgement that we cannot control everything in life, but we can control how we respond to it. It's about surrendering to the flow of existence, trusting in the universe, and finding peace within ourselves. As we bid farewell to the past, we open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities of the present moment. We release the shackles of regret and embrace the beauty of forgiveness. We let go of the need for approval and dance to the rhythm of our own hearts. In the sanctuary of letting go, we discover a profound sense of liberation. We realize that happiness is not found in clinging to external possessions or fleeting pleasures, but in cultivating a sense of inner contentment. We find solace in simplicity, joy in authenticity, and fulfillment in connection. Letting go invites us to surrender our attachments and embrace the essence of our true nature. It's a gentle reminder that we are not defined by our past mistakes or future anxieties, but by the love and compassion that reside within us. It's an invitation to live fully, love deeply, and laugh wholeheartedly. So, my dear friends, as we reach the end of this journey together, I encourage you to take a leap of faith into the vast unknown. Trust in the process of letting go, for it holds the key to unlocking the door to your deepest desires and wildest dreams. May you find the courage to release what no longer serves you and embrace the boundless potential that awaits. And remember, the power of letting go lies not in holding on but in surrendering to the magnificent flow of life. Thank you for joining me on this extraordinary adventure. May your hearts be filled with peace, your minds be illuminated with wisdom, and your souls be uplifted by the transformative power of letting go. Until we meet again, may you continue to journey with an open heart and a spirit of boundless curiosity.